Today I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4, Episode 16. It's a Part 2 continuation of Episode 15, which was a crazy episode. We saw Faith is back. I feel like her and Buffy switched bodies with the weapon the mayor left Faith, and I'm very worried to see what that looks like. I don't know what else it could be. That's my prediction. Please no spoilers, but Faith was been in a coma for 8 months, and now she's got her eyes set on revenge and is just not flinching from that plan at all. So I'm very worried for what that means for Buffy, especially if she's inhabiting Buffy's body. I'm really enjoying this series so far, and thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
Some kind of help.
The first thing is to keep her from hurting anybody else.
That would be so... What do you do? What do you say? You see your body out... Oh my gosh, with your mom. That's terrifying. Oh my gosh.
Very strong.
Yeah. This Faith chick? Definitely dangerous.
She's like, tell me about it. Oh my god, no choice, no! Oh, frick, 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 frick.
Faith. Why do you think she's like that?
Oh, I was like, she knows? And she turned around and like responded. Oh my god.
I'm sure there's some big old Bertha just waiting to shower her ripe little self with affection.
Oh my god, Buffy doesn't talk like that. Even it said the actress's name plays Faith as Buffy. Terrifying.
I can't stand it.
Faith's not good at pretending to be something she's not.
Some time together soon? Some night when I'm not being held hostage by a raving psychotic.
And Faith's used to like defending herself, so now she's gonna have to bite her tongue. Oh my. She's like inspecting Buffy's body. This is creepy in the tub. Oh no. Yeah, I guess when you've got a new face, this would be what you'd do.
Yes, I would be Buffy. May I help you?
Just like all the things.
Because it's naughty. Because it's wrong. Because it's wrong.
Just practicing talking like Buffy. Oh my gosh. So funny.
You don't understand.
Keep holding her.
She's taking my body.
Yes! Oh, poor Buffy.
What? Yours?
Oh. What's going on here? Okay. And now she's dressing like Faith with the leather and the black. Oh my gosh. She's not great at hiding. Like, I can't see her pretend. Like, I feel like someone will figure this out very soon. I hope, anyway.
Score.
Her passport? Where's she gonna go?
6-4.
And all our credit cards. Oh my god.
I'll go see the gang. All my friends. You don't mind if I steal this, right?
Is that the harlot?
That's the lipstick Faith was using. Ah. Yes! Faith, you're not good at this.
Let's move it. I want to get her in before she's 100%.
Oh!
By order of the Watchers Council.
There we go. Okay, it is the council.
Here. Willow, Xander, and everybody.
She doesn't know Anya's name, right?
Interrogation, wet works.
What's wet works?
Scuba type stuff.
I thought it was murder.
Uh-oh. That can't be good. Uh-oh. Oh no. Why would you think that? Stop.
Bring her to England.
It'll be a long, long time before she returns.
No! She's like, this worked out perfectly. No!
If I was larger and had grenades. I bet I know what Faith would say to that.
Because you are Faith! What? This isn't real. This isn't real.
Means that everything's fine?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad you called.
Willow will notice for sure. Best friend's gotta notice something's off.
Tonight, as long as it takes. You guys have your fun. I'll be out there doing my job.
No, you won't. You're gonna get on the next flight out of here. Oh, here we go. It's reminding me of that Bad Girls episode where Buffy and Faith go dancing and steal things. Oh my.
So why don't you sod off?
Okay?
Oh, fine. Throw it in my face.
She's like, I'm just doing what you tell me to do.
You can't hurt me.
Spike. Spike.
I thought they met. Maybe not.
Like uptight ass with no sense of fun?
Well, yeah, that covers a lot of it.
Famous. I could have anything. Anyone.
No, no, I don't want this. No, 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 no. Them getting married was close enough to this situation.
Ride you at a gallop until your legs buckled and your eyes rolled up.
Pardon me? Oh, my.
Popped like warm champagne and you...
Oh, I hate that example.
Because it's wrong.
Oh my god. That was horrible. I hated that.
I get this chip out. You and me are gonna have a confrontation.
Oh my. What is that? I feel like there's different ways to explore that term.
I've been thinking about vampires.
I was gonna say, yeah, this is the one breed Adam isn't part of.
What do you fear?
Kill this guy already.
I wouldn't try that. That's gonna end badly. Yeah.
I know, yes.
Actually, I don't think garlic affects them in this one. Oh, decapitation will do it though. That's for sure.
Package. I deliver the package. I don't much care what's inside.
That's horrifying. Oh my god. He's like, I'm just doing my job. What happens to you is not my concern.
Perverted it. You trash. We should have killed you while you were asleep.
Oh my god. That's disgusting. Oh my god.
I didn't think she'd be here. Come on, I want you to meet her.
I'm gonna introduce
Willow and Buffy, this is Tara. Hi.
Finally meeting, but it's not really Buffy.
Just having a thing with names.
Tara was in my Wicker group.
Uh-huh.
She's like, I don't care. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh my god. That pose.
Good for you. You shouldn't work yourself too hard.
That's my philosophy.
Tara's gonna think this is who Buffy is. She has no idea.
I would have thought.
I guess you never really know someone till you've been inside their skin.
Tara and Willow are together?
Out of the picture?
I did see them holding hands, but...
Two people so much in love.
She doesn't know about Oz. Oh.
She,
Didn't mention it.
What?
My god, no, Buffy. I mean Faith. I mean Buffy. I mean Faith. Ah!
Thank you.
She's like, I've never been thanked before. Usually she's the one causing the destruction. Oh, man.
This'll bloody keep you quiet.
No, no, poor Buffy.
Job. We always put our affairs in order first, in case of accident.
So they're like, so kill him.
Get his passage. I'll call him. It's time for a contingency plan.
Yeah, and Buffy's trying to play into Faith's bad side, saying like, oh, I'm scary, you know, like I'm gonna kill this guy, and they're not concerned. And Faith's doing the opposite, where people are thanking her for being nice and helping, which is usually what Buffy does. Oh, hello.
Hi, baby.
No, 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 no! And we know Faith went after Angel, tried to seduce him in a previous season, so... Oh, now she's gonna go after Riley.
No, I mean, I don't think she's her.
Okay, Tara's figuring it out first. Great. Do something about it. Come on, man.
Like she's been possessed or something? I'm not sure. You didn't sense a hyena energy at all.
Oh god, no, we can't do that again.
Trip to England, and I got the consolation prize.
Oh my.
So I don't have to worry about Faith showing up. Well, I have to admit...
Faith is right in front of you. You are!
So?
So my fantasies don't tend to include a bunch of Marines staring in at me.
Oh my. Oh my.
The drugs the professor gave me really did make me stronger. I'm healing pretty quick.
Maybe we should take you for a test drive.
Oh, why? Why'd she phrase it like that?
Say no.
So, how do you want me?
Oh, this is getting very X-rated for Buffy.
Yeah. What do you want to do with this body?
Oh god, she phrased it like that. Yeah, Faith's usual tricks don't work on Riley. It's interesting to see Faith experience Buffy's world and, you know, the boyfriend, the friends, and people thanking her, whereas Faith's obviously mostly on her own. Oh, they're going to the Upside Down. What's happening? Oh, bye, Willow. Oh my gosh.
I love you.
She can't say it back.
Should I not have?
This is meaningless.
Oh, Faith usually doesn't get attached.
What happened?
Oh. I don't think Faith's used to being treated that way, so that's interesting. His Game Boy Pocket, yes! I also just read the tagline for that poster, the Balls poster.
Oh. I don't care.
She's showing some, like, vulnerability, like, what? She's like, I'm not a killer. Interesting, very interesting.
She could have killed me. She didn't.
Because she's Buffy! Oh, bonked him.
Giles, you just have to stop inching. You were inching.
I know what you're going to say, and
I'm Buffy.
All right, I didn't know what you were going to say.
Some device. She switched our bodies. Giles, I swear.
It would be so hard to trust. Like, you need a code word or something. Like, how would you believe it?
Ask me anything.
Who's president?
We're checking for Buffy, not a concussion. When I had psychic power, I heard my mom think that you were like a stevedore during sex. Do you want me to continue?
Actually, I beg you to stop.
Will. Oh my god.
Willow, wait. You don't understand.
You're Buffy. You and Faith switch.
Yes! Yes!
Understands you better than I do.
How did you...
Tara.
Tara's finally meeting everybody.
So we connected with the nether realms to find out what happened. And we conjured this.
Oh, always green glowing things in the show.
Or the home conjured version. It should switch you back.
Okay, good. Thank God.
Hold your men until the reserves arrive. This is a military situation. What, they got bombs in there? Your men are not prepared to deal with them.
Definitely not. Yeah, they're vampires. Break a window. The sunlight will kill them. But Faith's going to rescue them? What's happening? What?
Someone comes out, you get them to safety. Unless they've got fangs.
Yeah, Faith's now suddenly, like, completely acting like Buffy. She knows Buffy would go in and help these people, but Faith was at the airport. She had her getaway, and she completely abandoned those plans.
Listen, you have to clear the area.
We have to get inside.
This is Giles' distraction.
And tiny babies.
Tiny babies, Giles. Good one.
These people go, and all three of you can take me on.
I got a better idea.
Oh! It's definitely interesting to see Faith become more like Buffy as the episode goes on. She's dressing like Buffy now, acting like her. Oh! Shoop, 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 shoop. Bye. Crispy.
Show me the way, and there is nothing.
And now Buffy and Faith are fighting together again. But in opposites, she's like, you stole my body. So many chops. So many ferocious chops.
You can't win this.
Shut up! Do you think I'm afraid of you?
You seem to be afraid in your dreams. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. She's talking to herself. She hates herself a lot. Oh, Faith. Oh. Oh. I'm guessing it worked. I hope it worked, man. Cheese and rice. Well, we need Buffy back.
Something. Should have picked up on it. I should have just...
She's like, I don't know how I feel about this, especially with Angel and Faith as well. Ah, it's so messy.
I'd like to get my hands on her. Not in a sex way.
Thank you for clarifying.
I don't think she's coming back.
I guess she's had her fun.
Who knows? Anything's possible.
Fun.
Oh, that's a cool frame. We've definitely learned a lot about Faith this episode and how she feels about herself, and it's not good. And now she's off to wherever. Oh, man. So that was my first time watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4, Episode 16. It was a part 2 from Episode 15, this continuation story with Buffy and Faith, them switching bodies. I'm very glad they were able to switch back at the end of this episode, and luckily Willow and Tara were able to come up with this magical thing that would do that, because it was like, I have no idea how that's gonna work. We saw Faith destroy the weapon at the end of the previous episode. Faith is now on the run again. I have no idea where she's going, what that's gonna look like, and it was interesting just to have her come back for a few episodes, and now she's gone again. I didn't imagine she would stay. I was wondering how many episodes she would stick around for. I'm very curious to find out if and when she returns. I feel like that's inevitable. I don't feel like this feud between Faith and Buffy is over in any capacity, and it was very interesting episode for Faith. I feel like we didn't have as many scenes with Buffy in Faith's body. It was a lot of Faith in Buffy's body, and they even had in the opening credits, you know, the actress's name as Buffy instead of as Faith. So especially going off of the start of the episode, Faith is true to herself. She's dressing like Faith usually does. She's going out, talking the way that she talks, and didn't really modify her behavior at all until we have that scene where she's in the mirror, which I thought was just so funny because it's Faith trying to get accustomed to Buffy's body and the way she's talking and just the phrases that she feels like Buffy would use. And it was interesting to find out what Faith's perception of Buffy is and how she feels like Buffy would act. And I don't know that's necessarily the same way Buffy would describe herself. I feel like Faith has this perception that Buffy is so high and mighty and is just always doing good, and maybe compared to Faith, she is. Like, I feel like Faith definitely causes a lot more destruction and harm, whereas Buffy tries to help people. And the fact that we see Faith yell at herself, basically, like she's saying how much she hates her, and she's, you know, as Buffy, punching herself in the face, basically saying how horrible she is and how much of a murderer she is, and you can really feel that energy coming out of Faith and the hatred she has, and it just must be exhausting to hate yourself that much all the time. And I think she liked being Buffy for horrible reasons, but then I think towards the end of the episode, she kind of liked the way that Buffy's life was. You know, at the beginning, obviously, she's taking advantage of the credit cards and stealing money and has horrible, horrible intentions, and maybe she did towards the end as well. But when she sees how Buffy's friends treat her, and when she sees how Buffy's mom treats her, and when she sees Riley tell her that he loves her, and even when she rejects that and kind of freaks out, Riley's concerned about her and doesn't treat her horribly. And maybe that was Faith's experience in relationships before, we don't really know, but the fact that she kind of sees, okay, there's another option out there, and I think it kind of gives her hope that maybe she could have that again one day, maybe she could be happy. It seems she's just so miserable, and even when Joyce is like, I think she's really sad and unhappy, and Faith is like, oh, maybe, you know, there's a light at the end of the tunnel now. Like, I think if Faith would have had it her way, she would have stayed as Buffy and maybe started acting more like Buffy. We did see that at the end when Faith is at the airport. She's got that perfect getaway. Nothing is stopping her. The flight's booked. She's ready to go. You know, she's going to get on the plane and then she can do whatever she wants. And then she sees that there's people in trouble. And she completely abandons that and goes to help those people. And I feel like that was mostly motivated because she felt like she had to represent Buffy and Buffy would do the right thing, even though she hates Buffy. I know that might sound conflicted, which I definitely feel like Faith was in this episode, as going against what she knows and then trying to do good and trying to do better, where when she's who she is, it's hard to break that pattern, I feel like, and when people assume that you're going to act a certain way, she just kind of lives up to that expectation, you know. Even when Buffy is as Faith and she doesn't kill the guy from the council, they're surprised because they assume Faith would just kill people. And when people assume that, like I said, I feel like she just gives into that. It's like, okay, well, you think I'm a monster? I'll act like a monster, you know? Whereas, and then people don't assume that about Buffy and they treat her differently. And I feel like Faith was kind of getting used to being treated as the good guy. And when that girl, you know, she rescues from the vampires, like, thank you, you know, you saved my life, thank you. And Faith kind of like taken aback by it, because usually she's the one fleeing the scene, causing destruction, being responsible for hurting somebody, not saving them. So I think she kind of fell into that Buffy persona and kind of wanted to be perceived that way to the outside world. I imagine it's tough for Faith, as horrible the things that she does, to be on her own constantly, to not have anybody else. And I feel like she puts up the, you know, this hard shell, and eventually she does things that she regrets, but I also don't feel like she can stop herself. And I wonder how different she would be if there was a lot more kindness in her life, and what that would look like, because I feel like as soon as people have this perception of her, that's how they treat her, and then she continues to meet those standards, where as if she was surrounded by kindness, maybe she would have acted differently like she did when she was Buffy. But again, even at the beginning, you know, Buffy and the gang invited her in, they welcomed her, and she still rejected it. And maybe they didn't try hard enough. I don't know how you can go either way on that. But yeah, very interesting to think that Faith does feel bad for the things that she does, and maybe doesn't admit it out loud until she's screaming at her face, calling her a murderer. We've seen Faith do horrible, horrible things, and whether she felt bad or not, I feel like was also a question about it. And I feel like this episode, we definitely learn more about her perception of herself, and I think she does feel bad. I don't think she can stop it. I don't think she's really changing her behavior. Maybe she will now, who knows? But the fact that she was feeling so bad about herself and just hated herself so much was definitely an interesting piece to this episode. When Buffy finds out that Faith slept with Riley, it was just heartbreaking, and Riley didn't know, obviously, but Faith and Angel were almost together because Faith tried to seduce him. I don't think Angel would have gone through with it, but there's that history there, and I feel like that just tugged at Buffy's heartstrings, as she's like, Faith tried to get with Angel, and now she slept with Riley, and even though it was Buffy's body, it's still just like, there's obviously that element to it, that Faith was the one occupying that body, which is weird to say. Or if Buffy's going to be really distant from Riley now, I have no idea. If she's going to need time to process that. It was just so uncomfortable to watch as a viewer, because you know it's Faith, but obviously Riley doesn't, and now Buffy has to process that, and it's just so painful, and I can't even imagine what she's gonna do with that information. We found out it was in fact the council, but like a subsection of this council, like this underground, you know, fringe group of the council who gets handled these really tough cases, and unfortunately they take Buffy as Faith, and it's interesting to think of, if that would have been Faith, what would that have looked like? Would Faith been able to escape? Probably. I'm glad Buffy was able to, but it was interesting to learn more about the council, as we've never met them, and even through this, it wasn't the true council. It was these guys that had been brought out. They're like, well, you're just the package, we're here to deliver you, basically. Who knows what that would have looked like if Buffy wouldn't have been able to make it out. We saw Tara finally start to meet Willow's friends and introduced to Buffy and also Faith, and I love that she was the first one to figure it out, that it wasn't Buffy. She says everybody's energy is different, and the fact that this energy was fragmented, and that's how she figured out something was wrong. It was very interesting. I feel like Willow kind of had a hunch, but again, it'd be a very obscure thing to guess right off the bat that they'd switched bodies, so I'm glad the two of them were able to figure it out. And then we had that interaction between Faith and Willow and Buffy, when Faith suggested that Willow and Tara are together. Is that true? They've been spending a lot of time together, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything, so I'm very curious to find out if Faith's suspicion is correct. We haven't heard Willow say anything about it, and maybe that's why she's been keeping Tara a secret. Tara and Willow were briefly holding hands at the bar, but again, it's holding hands. How much do you want to read into that? So yeah, I'm very curious to find out if Willow will ever say that she's in a relationship with Tara, if she actually is. Maybe Faith was just putting rumors out there. I have no idea, but yeah, and it'd be interesting to see how Buffy responds. I feel like she'd be fine with it, but Willow definitely seems apprehensive about talking to her friends about Tara, and I thought maybe it was because she was getting more into witchcraft and was focusing on that more and didn't really want to bother Buffy with it, as Buffy had obviously a lot going on, but maybe there was something else to it too. So yeah, I'm very curious to see where Willow and Tara's storyline is going to go. And Faith brought up Oz again, and I don't know if Willow has mentioned Oz to Tara or what that looks like. Obviously Faith was doing that intentionally to hurt Tara and to be rude and to try and get a reaction out of her, but she would only know Oz. Faith would only know, you know, that last time she left, you know, Oz and Willow were together, and now Willow is potentially with Tara. So yeah, that's interesting to see Faith try and catch up to 8 months of what she's missed in everybody's lives. We also have Adam and these group of vampires that he's trying to like recruit. I'm not too sure what was happening there. It definitely felt like he was trying to learn more about them. We saw, you know, we tore apart that demon. He's trying to figure them out, and he seemed more intrigued by these vampires. He's like, you look human, you know, you get to walk around at night and nobody has any idea that you're actually a demon. And he's like, you don't really belong in either world. And I feel like Adam might relate to that because he's not fully human. He's not fully, you know, machine. He's kind of half and half and not fully demon. And, you know, the fact that he feels a little out of place as well, and the fact that he's now trying to merge this army and be this leader, if that's what he's doing, and he obviously convinced these vampires to take over this church, to go out there and to do this. And again, I'm still very surprised that Faith abandoned her plans and went to go rescue people, because she felt like that's what Buffy would do. Whether she thought Buffy would show up, who knows? As far as we know, Faith thought that Buffy was back to the UK, so maybe she felt like she had to go. She wasn't expecting her there at all. I don't feel like Faith did a good job of trying to be Buffy at the beginning. She was not really great at hiding who she is, but I feel like that's just who part of Faith is in general. She's just who she is, unapologetic, and even when we have Buffy try and use Faith's reputation of being this murderer, she's like, well, I'm gonna kill this guy. You know, that plan kind of backfires, as they're like, well, you know, when we signed up for this, we knew something might happen, so go for it. And then she lets him go, when the fact that people thought that Faith would kill him, she thought would incite fear, and Buffy would never do that, but she was trying to use, you know, Faith's intimidation to escape, and Faith was trying to use Buffy's kindness, which was interesting. Overall, I thought it was a great episode, very intense between Buffy and Faith and them switching bodies, and, you know, we found out a lot about Faith's inner monologue as she's, you know, punching herself in the church and saying how much she hates herself, and the fact that she kind of, even through the course of just this one episode, started acting more and more like Buffy as we get to the end of it. And that scene where we have her like flirting with Spike was very awkward, and I don't know what Spike's gonna say to Buffy next time he sees her. If Buffy will try and explain that wasn't me, that was Faith. And I thought Faith and Spike had met at some point. I hope Faith comes back in future episodes. As conflicted of a character as she is, she always adds something to the show. So yeah, it's very interesting anytime she's around. I don't know when or if she'll be back even in this season, but especially since she just, you know, escaped ambiguously, I feel like they're leaving that open-ended for her to return at some point. I'm very curious to see what's going on with Willow and Tara, and if Willow will ever say anything to Buffy now that she's back. What's the next move going to be? Are they going to go after Adam? Are they going to go after the initiative? Now that Faith is left, they can go back to what they were dealing with before with the initiative and everything. But a really interesting episode, and I like anytime we get to have these kind of interviews on the characters. You know, same with the Halloween episode when everybody switched and had different characters, and we got to kind of learn things that we wouldn't normally get to see, like different aspects of their life. I feel like Faith enjoyed living Buffy's life. Buffy did not enjoy being Faith. I'm glad they're back, and I'm really curious to see how the rest of the season is going to play out. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Yeah, I guess when you've got a new face, this would be what you'd do. Her passport? Where's she gonna go? His Game Boy Pocket. Yes. I also just read the tagline for that poster, the balls poster. Oh, always green glowing things in the show. Break a window, the sunlight will kill him. She's like, you stole my body! You seem to be afraid in your dreams.